Okay guys, so this is our first lifting session, and a lift session with EC Fit is we're going to use light and moderately loaded external force to stimulate the nervous system to get better movement, more muscle unit recruitment, and just you will get a little bit stronger from these sessions. So this is a category called lift, and in this session you're going to need 2 long bands. One is a little bit lighter than the other. We'll call this long band 1, long band 2. We're going to use the same kind of thing with our kettlebells, and I'm going to just have these handy sandbells on duty because I think we're going to do some squatting in this session with Sid. So it's going to make the squat better. So the first thing we're going to do is grab your foam roller, and we're going to go through a series of half-kneeling hip openers. This is something you should be doing every single day, and if you don't have a foam roller, it doesn't matter. You can use almost anything. Okay, so here we go, half-kneeling hip openers. We're just going to do 5 reps of each position. So the first one, let's just take it at chest height, and we're just going to hip drive forward 5 times. 2, 3, 4. And as usual, you can be using, go ahead and change to the other leg. You can be using your breath to create space between your rib cage and your hips. 1. Always making sure that if you're lifting the front, you shouldn't be closing the back. You can have it all. Everything stays nice and tall. Good, 5 of those. Keep changing legs. Next one's gonna go at heart height, and we're gonna rotate across your lead leg. Good, 1. And I want you to keep looking down the road, so head stays forward. Usually that'll keep you from over-rotating. Good, change legs. Keep lifting the chest. Think about that finishing shoot and what that feels like and how your posture needs to be amazing. Good. We got 1 more for you. Good. Half kneeling, change legs. This one, we're going to drop that foam roller down to the side and just a nice big hip drive. Good. 2. So we're really mobilizing the ankle here. We're mobilizing the hip. We're mobilizing the thoracic spine. It's just a very simple way to really prep your body and get ready for a good lift. Good. Other side. Speed is just kind of dictated which direction you want to take this training session. So if you're just leading into a run, you can do those nice and fast. If you're using them at the end of the day, you can go ahead and slow them down and just kind of slow your body down. So hip openers can be used at the beginning of the day and at the end of the day. So now we're going to go into some anterior and posterior band walking. Today we're going to use the mini band at your ankles. And so we're just going to take a little step in and then out. And you're going to work your way forward 4 to 5 steps. 2, 3. Paying good attention that both feet stay nice and straight. Good, I think Sid will get 1 more step. In, out, she's gonna do the exact same thing coming back now. Good, backwards walking. In, out, drive as wide as you can. Good, good, good. Now let's go 1 more time, forward and back everybody. Here we go, work your way forward. Keep your chest open, keep paying attention to your posture. 2, drive. 3, get as wide as you can. 4, this one we really wanna work with the band. Good. Come on back. Nice. Good. Excellent. So this has really warmed up your lateral support system. So we're just going to pop that off. We're going to take you right into a side plank. Doing a side plank, we want to make sure there's not a hip hinge. We want you nice and long through your belly. So here Sid's just going to hold. Everybody just get in your position. Arm up nice and strong, tension in your fingers. I'm going to have you hold that for 20 seconds. Good job, guys. Here we go. That's it. Keep that posture strong, belly button tight to your spine. You're halfway through. 10 more seconds, holding that side plank. Make sure your chin is tall, head is long, and good. Go ahead and fall out of that nice and easy. Let's hit the other side. Same thing. That was about 25 seconds. Took us about 5 to get it set up. So we're going to do the same thing here. Making sure that there's just a little bit of pressure in the back of the head. Body's totally straight, fingers are long, belly button tight to your spine. If I was working with you in a training session, I might even give you a little bit of pressure on your top hip. That's it. Good, Sid, you're doing great. Keep holding strong, guys. A little bit less than 10 seconds. Take a big breath, use your breath. 3, 2, and 1. Good, so we're gonna progress. Go back to your first side. This is going to be side plank stepovers. So here, we're gonna be super stable up top. We're gonna do touch to the front, then touch to the back with your lower body. Touch to the front 10 total times. Here we go, here's 3. This barely moves. 4, good. 5, good everybody. Belly button tight to your spine. Use your breath to maintain the strength in the upper body. Is that 7? Good girl. 8, good everybody. Stay strong with that bottom line. If you're having trouble holding that for the full 10, just know as you get stronger, go ahead and switch sides. That's gonna get easier and easier for you. You don't need to go to 20, 30, 40, and 50. That's not the goal. So don't worry about that. Hold strong, side plank, step over. Nice big hip extension on the back. That's it, 2, 3. Good, Sid. Good, everybody. Hold that hand nice and still. 5. Good. 6. Is that right? Good. 7. You don't want to get it wrong sometimes. Nice. So tons of stability coming off your bottom leg. Good, guys. Beautiful. Okay. Come on up, back out. Shake that out a little bit. We're going to work into a little bit more specific lower body work now. So after you've shaken it out, you might want to grab a drink, stay hydrated. Let's set up a nice 1.5 times shoulder width, not too wide on the founder. So all we're going to do here is just to reestablish a beautiful position using our founder. Perfect. So one big decompression breath, hips to the back, long wings. Scoop the hands to the front. Good. Once you feel that tension, just come right back out of that founder. Good. Let's go 2 more. Good. Hands come high. Good. Last one, Sid. Nice. All right. Okay. So now we're leading into a squat. The biggest goal here, this is the biggest muscle group in the body. We really want to access glutes. We want to strengthen glutes. Because it's a squat, some of us have established that we are more comfortable having our heels raised. So Sydney, before we get going with the squat, turn sideways and let's just see. She's a beautiful, healthy athlete. So there's nothing wrong with this. It just is where she is. So drop into your squat and you can see that she's in this forward lean, okay? There's nothing wrong with that, but I can optimize how she can access her glutes in her squat pattern by elevating her feet. So when Sid does this, she's actually gonna go ahead and elevate her feet. So if you're finding the same thing, you ride your bike a lot, you're kind of tight on the front side of the body, feel free to do this. There's no weakness in this. Turn your toes out just a little bit. Yep, this one we want to open up the hips. Okay, so now, in order for her to access glutes, we're going to put very light load. So we call this kettlebell 1. It's a little one. It doesn't have to get super strong. So she's going to do a counterbalance squat. As she goes down, the weight goes forward. That is so good. Then just come right back out of that. We're going to do a set of 10. 2. If you can't get to that full depth that Sydney's at, don't worry about it. Just do the best you can. 3, good. She's going to take her time, get it right. 4, good. We're going to go 2 sets of 10 here, guys. Counterbalance squat. Nice. Are we there? One more. And I really like the pace of that, so just shake that out, Sid. In between here, just go ahead and just circle your body a couple times, each direction with the kettlebell, just to help you relax. Good. Kettlebells are kind of fun that way. Okay, so let's go back, shake that out. You don't have to have your measuring sticks, but give me one big decompression breath. Hold that weight strong at your chest. Counterbalance squat, set number 2, guys. 1. Toes are slightly turned out. This is a perfect squat. 3. See how high those hands are? Really reach your hands high, guys. That's it. Maybe don't go quite so deep, Sid. Right about there. We like it. Good. Good. Nice. See how she's starting to really separate, get that, the reach is getting bigger and bigger, and that's beautiful work. Okay, good. So we're gonna go from a squat pattern into, these are our long bands. So they can function, if you're in the gym, you're probably gonna use a cable. But when you're at home, when you buy bands like this, they come with a little attachment for the door. So right now, you should be getting your long band, attach it into the door, or attach it to whatever you want to attach it to. Don't attach it to the cat. That won't go well. But if you have a friend or a kid, have them grab the other end of the band. So we're going to use a split stance on this. And we're going to use a split stance a lot for endurance athletes. It takes your pelvis and it just decouples it ever so slightly. So if this is the front side of your body, my thumbs would be your hip bones. This would be your SI joint in the back. So just a little bit of split stance does that, okay? So from right here, we're just gonna take that split stance position. I'm actually gonna be the wall, okay? Holding nice and strong. Sid's got her thumb up. Nice strong pull. Ready? You can do it with us. Your upper body can rotate just a little bit. 2, good. 3, nice big single arm pull. 4, you can soften your lower body just a little bit. 5, we're gonna do 10 and 10 twice. 6, shoulder stays low. 7, 8, good. 9, 10, good. And just for consistency, if the load is in your left arm, I want your left leg back, okay? Nice big posture, ready? 10 reps. 1, be patient, just do it with us. 2, 3, give me a little bit of rotation with your rib cage. That's it. 4, ever so slight. 5, 6, 7, good. Open up your chest just a little bit. 9. Now, just to keep consistency, we're gonna change arms, but not legs, okay? Because we want you to be able to do both. So there's no rule on this. We're just doing split stance, single arm row. Ready? Big chest, decompress, 10 reps. You should be with us. This is your 3rd set. Good. Lift your chest up, Sid, just a little bit. Good. You always want to be decompressing. Nice. This is the automatic hand counter. It's an amazing tool. Good, 1 more. Nice. So now we switch again. Switch with us. Should be just matching Sydney's pace. 1, 2, good. 3, 4, big breath. 5, 6, nice. 7, 8, and I'm just kind of working with her a little bit. 9, 1 more. 10, good. So whether it's swimming or biking, upper body strength, big part of our program, super important. So that's your single arm, long band row. So now we're gonna go back, grab your lighter kettlebell. Nice strong grip on the handles. And on this one, Sydney's gonna get a pretty wide stance. And we've been doing some of these reaches. This kind of plays into that pattern, but it adds load. So when we do our reaches here, this leg's gonna be straight. This is more of a squat. So when we do a squat, it's flexion of the ankles, the knees, and the hips. So we wanna make sure we get both sides. So get yourself a relatively, actually let's bring that stance in just a little bit. That's it. About 1.5 times shoulder width. Big decompression breath. And as Sid's hips go to the right, she's gonna reach towards me. That's it. Good, and then comes right back. We're gonna do 2 sets of 10. That's it, 2. So that booty is really gonna rotate and go way out to the side. 3, good. 4, so we're loading lateral hip. That's it. 6, come up nice and tall in between. 7, good. This is really good. That's it. 8, little tension. 9, good. and 10. Good. Take your kettlebell, circle your body 2 times one direction, and then 2 times the other direction. You're going to get super fit through this, aren't you? Yeah. Okay? Hold that nice and strong. Nice big decompression, guys. We're on the home stretch. Ready? Transverse squat and reach. 1. Hips out to the side. Out of bed. 2. Nice. So we're using this lighter load. She's definitely got some vertical load going, but it has to be completely controlled by her nervous system and her fascial system. That's it. Good. 7. Out of bed. Here we go. Butt out to the side. Good. And good. Whoa. Good. Good catch. All right. So this is kettlebell number 1. It's our baby kettlebell. We got one more exercise on this session, in this workout, guys. And we're going to go to kettlebell number 2. So this is our moderately loaded kettlebell. So on this one, this is going to be our intro into some loaded single leg work. So scoot a little bit forward. That's going to work perfect. When we go into single leg work, so just join us here, we're going to go double arm, kettlebell, Romanian deadlift. So from right here, you're standing on one foot. However, in running, very rarely are you hard on your heel. You are sometimes on your heel, but for the most part, we want to load your forefoot. So you have to do that with intention. Double arm, big breath, open clavicles. Sydney's going to tip at the hip, nice flat back, come right back up. Guys, just because you can doesn't mean you should. You keep going. We're going to go 10 reps. I don't want you to go lower than your knee. 3. We want to mimic the hip angle of you on your TT bike or you on in your dropsy road bike. 5. We don't need to go much lower than that. Quite frankly, most of that flexion will come from your spine if you go much lower. So it's only to your knee. Number? Out of bed. 8. So this is double arm, single leg, RDL. Nice, Sid. We don't need to take too much of a break. Shake it out a little bit. Load up the other foot. We're going to do 2 sets on each side. Nice big chest. Here we go. Hip hinge. Good. That foundation work is really going to help have a healthy hip hinge. 3. Good. 4. 5. Nice, Sydney. Make sure you're pushing hard into your forefoot. 6. 8. I think I picked a pretty good model. 9. One more. 10. Perfect. Okay, shake that out. We probably don't need too much rest. Endurance athletes, quite frankly, you guys have a really big engine. Traditional strength and conditioning would say we take a little bit more time between sets, but I'm going to actually turn Sydney this way just a little bit. So just in case you want to see how flat her back is, you can get that angle. So here we go again. Double arm. There we go. 1. The other thing that really Sid's doing well is she's nice and closed through her hips. Be careful that you're not opening up that back hip too much. That'll tend to happen because this gets tight. Good. Just be patient. Push down into your forefoot. Do the work. Be disciplined to finish each set. What number are we on there, Sid? 7. Beautiful. 8. Matching her pace will be a really good idea. Good. Nice. We've got one more on the other side. You always want to take that big breath before you hip hinge. It is something, it's a skill that you will use on the bike. Keep your chest open. Good. Here we go. Last set of this workout, guys. Stay focused. Push down on that gas pedal on your right foot or the foot you're standing on. Good. Got the automatic hand counter going. 4. Good. Don't speed up. Perfect pace. Good. 3 more. So deadlifting is a big part of our program. This is called a straight leg deadlift, also known as a Romanian deadlift, also known as an RDL. Good. Beautiful. Nice. So if you have any of our programs, you'll see RDL. So this was a pretty big workout. Good lift. Moderately loaded, reinforcing great movement. Have a super day.